welcome to Dance of Democracy Season 24. On the show, we'll tell you just how many votes a candidate needs to win a seat. But before that, let's talk about a candidate who actively urged voters not to vote for him.
In election season, it is not unusual to see candidates get creative with their voter outreach. But that was not the case for Kaka Joginder Singh from Bareilly. He went to great lengths to contest for the elections and then convinced people not to vote for him. He started doing this in 1962 and continued this in every election that followed till 1998 when he died. But there was a point to this supposed futile exercise. He said he treated every security deposit amount that he lost as a contribution to the nation.
In our first past the post system, how many votes does a candidate need to win a seat? Take a guess.
50% or more. How many votes are needed to win a seat?
I guess 66.
60-80% नंबर लाना चाहिए. More than 50%.
अब तो यहाँ से 75% वोट पाएंगे तो जीत सकते हैं इसलिए.
50 to 55 के ऊपर जाना चाहिए.
Now, what if we told you that these answers are both right and wrong? It simply depends on which election you're talking about. Let us explain. In the 2019 elections, in the Lok Sabha, out of the 543 seats in 344 constituencies, the winning candidate got more than 50% of all the votes polled for that seat. The only exception was the Baramulla seat, where the JKNC candidate Mohammad Akbar Lone got less than 30% in terms of vote share. Let's go back another 5 years to 2014, when Narendra Modi was the BJP's prime ministerial face for the very first time. In 343 seats, the winning candidate got less than 50% vote share, but won anyway. In fact, in these 5 seats, the winning candidate got a vote share of less than 30%, which means a majority of that constituency didn't even vote for him, but he won anyway. From one election to another, from 2014 to 2019, India went from not even giving 50% vote share to winning candidates to overwhelmingly giving more than 50% to the winning candidate. One of the big differences in the two elections was that contests became more bipolar. When UPA won a second term in 2009, the results were starkly different. Among all the winning candidates, only 120 MPs got a vote share that was more than 50%. Top on the list was Sushma Swaraj, Sonia Gandhi, and Rahul Gandhi, all of them getting more than 70% of the vote share in their constituencies. For 28 seats in these states, MPs won even though they didn't even get 30% of the vote share. Among them were BJP's Nishikant Dubey from the Godda seat in Jharkhand, whose vote share was 23.7%. Another BJP MP from Nevada, Bhola Singh, won with 22.5% votes. The lowest vote share that still gave him a win was RJD's Jagadanand Singh, who won from Bihar's Buxar with a vote share of only 21.3%. From 2009 to 2019, if this trend is anything to go by, will voters give a more decisive mandate per seat this election?
Have you ever heard of a tree of jackets? My colleague Sandeep Rai explains how he came across a jacket tree when he went to cover a rally.
Well, this happened in Bulandshahr just 2 days after Pran Pratishtha. So, Pran Pratishtha took place on January 22nd. So, this is, West UP, and 24 is like cold, severe cold. And though there was no written rule, so that when people came for the rally, the police asked them to take off their jackets. So most of them had those jackets, and black jackets particularly. Police didn't have any place to keep them, so there were 2 trees, isolated area. Threw those jackets on those, trees, so that, and soon the branches, they were all branches full of jackets. Looked like, tree of jackets. And the worst part was that when people came back for their jackets, now they couldn't find them, because whosoever had got the opportunity to get one jacket, जिसको मिल गया वो अपना पहन के चला गया. अब कोई जो आया था जिसके पास जैकेट थी नहीं, वो जैकेट मिल गई उसको, और जिसके पास थी वो बेचारा बिना जैकेट के जा रहा. So this kind of thing happened.
Time for our quiz now. This is a picture of Pramod Mahajan when he filed his nomination in 1996. Can you name the other leaders in the picture?
The election story of India
is incomplete without the Times of India.
Every morning, our 51 editions
not only provide the most extensive coverage of elections,
they also discover in India that's unseen, unknown.